एक और सेमिनार. Did you read that email? ये क्या लगा रखा है यार, हर रोज कुछ ना कुछ नया ले आते हैं लोग. Hey, I have to teach about EBA. Could you tell me what it is like? Is there a lesson plan or something that I could look up? Hello and welcome to Musings of a Master. I am Meenal Desai and here I share a medley of my unique experiences shaped by students, teachers, parents and life in general. The other day, I met this fantastic candidate who wanted to be a teacher for the right reasons. She wanted to bring about some change. She knew what she was talking about. And every time she spoke of her students and her past experience, there was a glimmer in her eyes. And believe me, it was one of the happiest days in the past few months. It's so rare to meet a person who's so much in love with their craft. And that got me thinking. It got me thinking about the kind of teachers that exist in our ecosystem. The various teachers who come into our school halls, who train our students in a variety of things. Each and every teacher is different, and every teacher leaves an indelible mark on the child. However, there are a few types of teachers that I would want to discuss about today. One of the types of teachers is the resist all change type of teachers. These teachers are at some level inherently negative in their outlook towards the world. They are unhappy about everything. If it rains, they are unhappy. If the sun shines, they are unhappy. They are unhappy about any changes in the staff room. They are unhappy about tuitions, food, bus, just about everything. About their mothers-in-law, about the leadership, about their friends, cousins. Everything in the world is a cause for complaint according to them. If you meet them, you are bound to hear at least a few complaints about the things around them. If a new seminar is proposed by the school, they are unhappy. If something is not done about the teacher's well-being or development, they claim that the management and the school leadership is not doing much. If their will prevailed, not a single line in a textbook would change ever. Any change is resisted tooth and nail by them. However, it is usually packed into obedience and it is only discussed in the covert halls and at water cooler moments. These are the teachers who are into the classrooms for the not so right reasons. And believe me, almost every school has them, unfortunately. Another type is the yes boss teacher. These teachers are in this job because it's just a job. They are here because बच्चे बड़े हो गए हैं, teaching suits the career, the school was the closest by, so they kind of chose to be a teacher. They are not inherently negative, but they are the ones who will do well if they get a good leader. They will make sure that whatever is there on the checklist is done, but nothing and beyond. For them, teaching is just a job. They do it religiously. However, they do not learn from their profession and neither do they add to it. They do not fall in love anytime a child does something well, and neither do they expect the same from the students or their leaders. And then there is the teacher to be remembered forever teacher. She is the one who puts her heart and soul into it. These teachers cannot sleep if their children have not understood what they have taught. This teacher literally takes the problems home and he dreams about it and he tries to solve it. These teachers, they get really bored in these long PD sessions. However, if you give them a bunch of kids and a problem worth solving, they can be at it for hours together. They don't care much about the opinion of others, especially the naysayers and especially leaders who do not see great value in them. However, they care greatly for the students and very often they are privy to a lot of student information. Things like who has had a fight with them, the missing pencil box, or broken relationships. These teachers always know where their students are going and what their problems are. They don't wear a cape, but very often they are the superheroes that their students look up to. As they grow older, students come back to them and tell them and share anecdotes about how they help them learn something or how they help them navigate the problems of life. Their birthdays are like celebrity affairs and they get these loads of cards and they are always greeted with smiles. And they are the ones who are remembered long after those students have left their classrooms. They are the ones who know that teaching is a work of art and they are constantly working at making it better. So, we discussed a few types of teachers, but these are not the only types of teachers, right? There can be a variety and a combination of them. But what kind of a teacher are you and how can you find it out? The obvious one is, of course, to introspect and find out who you are. However, another way to know that is also to know about the group you are in. Does the group discussion leave you with more anxiety or it invigorates you to be better? Do your colleagues make you feel better about your jobs or do they pull you down? Is the discussion always about what is broken or is it about what we can do at our own level? Find that out and you might just know what kind of a person you are. Because remember, your vibe invites your tribe. So that's me, the Masterni, talking about a few different types of teachers in our ecosystem. What kind of teachers have you come across? Me, honestly, I've come across all three types and a lot other types. But it is the teacher to be remembered forever that is still etched in my mind. Do you know any such teachers? Or have you had an experience with a teacher that left you baffled? Would love to know more about it. And don't forget to follow me on Musings of a Masterly on YouTube and Instagram. Thank you so much.